everybody. I think we need to get started.
Yeah.
It's time for magic.
Woo!
I'm looking around in here and I'm seeing some young kids. I'm seeing some older kids. I'm seeing some really older kids.
Teenagers.
How many in here are younger than 5? That means you're either 1, 2, 3, or 4. How many are that old?
Cute.
Yeah? You're 5? Okay. 4 right there?
I have a baby brother that's 2.
So 5. When I was 5 years old, that's when I learned how to become a magician. Actually, that's when I saw my first magician too, which made me want to become a magician. And I didn't get the pleasure of seeing him live like this. I had to watch him on TV. It was Chuck Jones. Chuck Jones, the Magic Man. And he would come on Saturday morning and he would do magic. And then they'd do some cartoons and then back for more magic and more cartoons and more magic. I love this show on Saturday morning. And Chuck did so much magic. I don't remember most of it, because most of it he used like big boxes and things I'd never seen before. But he did do some magic with something that I could relate to before.
Paper.
Who's seen one of these?
We all
Yeah.
have.
See, my mother would pack my lunch and put it in a brown paper bag like this and send me off to kindergarten. So I knew what a brown paper sack was used for. I had no idea you could do the kind of magic that Chuck did using just a brown paper sack. Let me show you what he did. He just blew his breath into the bag. And when he popped it, a bird came out.
Wow.
Yeah, if not anymore. Sorry about that. That was a long time ago. Oh, I remember. No, he didn't pop the bag. He just reached into the bag and pulled the bird out of the bag.
Alright. Wow! Oh my God! This is a big ball.
It's not a bird.
It's a ball.
I am so sorry, folks. I'm forgetting how Chuck got the bird.
And it's bigger.
But I do remember it was the bag that made me think that I too could become a magician. See, it was with this bag I created my very first magic trick all on my own. You want to see the one that I made up?
Yeah. You like it.
Keep in mind, nobody taught this to me. I made it up. Using the brown paper sack that Chuck had used, I went to the refrigerator, got my favorite food at the time, ketchup. Who likes ketchup?
I do.
Yeah. Here we go. Check this out now. I put the ketchup bottle in the bag. Then I waved my hand over and I said every magic word I'd ever heard Chuck say. I said abracadabra, alakazam, hocus pocus, and the ketchup bottle disappeared.
Wow.
No.
Where'd it go?
No.
And when I did this, my mother would applaud for me.
Yeah.
Thank you. You know, I also found out at that time that I liked the applause better than I liked the magic. Yeah. Every time somebody would applaud, it would encourage me to go out and create more magic. That's how come I'm a professional magician now. People kept applauding, I create more magic. But I had to create phase 2 of this, so I turned the bag right side up. I said abracadabra, alakazam, hocus pocus, and the ketchup bottle came back.
Wow.
Now, some of you may think this is kind of silly, but I was 5 years old when I first made this, okay? And I've since gone on to become a professional magician, so I now realize that although a good start, it really isn't good magic, so...
Wow. We love you.
Oh, wait a minute. I remember it wasn't a bag, it was a balloon!
Oh.
Silly me. Okay, here we go.
Uh-oh.
Look at this, birds fly, right?
Yeah. Oh
Bird balloon! It's a bird balloon. Clowns make them all the time. Come on. Give me a break here. It's comedy magic.
It's comedy, people.
It's comedy magic. It means you can laugh.
Yeah.
I know. Okay, so she's not sold. That wasn't a bird. But I'm sure it was the balloon. Here we go. And I do remember now where I've been messing up. I have been forgetting the most important tool that a magician has in his arsenal, the magic wand. With the magic wand, Chuck said abracadabra, kazam, hocus, pocus.
Oh my God.
He said, abracadabra, alakazam, hocus, pocus.
It's Abby.
And that's how he got the bird.
Wow. Some kids want to pet it.
Can everybody say hi, Abby?
Hi, Abby.
You know what Abby's whole name is? Abby Cadabby.
Yep.
Pretty good for a magician's bird, huh?
Yeah.
You know the way I got that name? When Abby was first born, I bank at Mountain West Bank, and they have this thing where they have a customer of the month, or a business of the month. And it was my month to have my business set up, so I set up my display, and Abby had just been born but didn't have a name. So I took Abby into Mountain West Bank, and we had a Name the Bird contest with all the other bank customers. And they'd come up and they'd register a name, and the winner got a magic kit. But the winner was Abby because she got a great name. Somebody else in the bank thought up that name, Abby Cadabby. Yeah.
That's so cool.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah.
I'm going to put her away for right now, okay? We got a lot of magic to do here today. Got to tell you though, if anybody wants to pet Abby at the end of the show, I'll let you do that. Okay? All right? But there's another downside to this. If you pet the bird, you may not get a magic book. There's very few magic books. And the first ones that get the magic books, you know, they're gone. But if you're up here petting the bird, then you get to pet the bird. I don't know, that's a tough decision. Take that one. What do you want to do? Pet the bird or learn magic for yourself? I don't know. Tough decision. But I'm going to put her away right now. Can everybody say, goodbye, Abby?
Bye, Abby.
And like I say, if you want to pet her at the end of the show, we'll bring her out and let you pet the bird, okay? All right, back to more magic. How did I become a magician? Remember, I was just 5 years old, and I didn't have a lot of money. How many of you here get an allowance? You get an allowance? Okay. What's some of the monies you make? How much do you make on your allowance? $5. How often? A week or a month or what? A week. Whoa. Who else? What do you make?
$15 a week.
$50?
$15 a week.
15. $15.
Yep.
A week. That's 3 times more than she's making. But you're older. You're 17. How old are you? Yeah, see, so you got ways to catch up. Who else makes an allowance? Who else? Anybody? You? How much do you make? $20 a month.
More than me.
Ooh. What?
One time I made $25.
$25. How much here?
She does jobs to make 20 cents a job.
20 cents a job. Now see, she's more in line with what I made, okay? When I was a kid, my allowance was 10 cents a week.
Wow.
And I remember the first raise that I got. It took me up to 25 cents. 25 cents a week. And I thought I was making pretty good money till I went out and tried to spend it. Now, back then they had candy. You'd go to the store and you'd get penny candy. So for a quarter, I'd get like 25 candies. I thought that was a pretty good deal. But when I went to the magic store, I found out it didn't go very far. Magic is very expensive. First time I went into a magic store, I'm looking all over everywhere. I'm looking at everything, and the prices were just outrageous. For 25 cents, there's only one thing that I could afford to get, and that was this right here. This is the first magic trick I ever bought. Let me show you how it works. It's called a vase and ball, okay? Because it's got a vase, and inside the vase is this ball. Now what you do is you put the ball in your pocket, then you cover the lid back on the vase, and with a magic move, the ball goes from the pocket up to the vase. And then from the vase, back down to the pocket, and look, once again, the vase is empty,
Wow.
and the ball is back in the pocket.
Already in there.
I know, it was 25 cents, what do you expect? Okay, but I did because now I'm a professional magician, I did learn how to make it better. Watch this. I put the ball in my pocket, I put the lid back on the vase, and then with a magic move, ball goes from the pocket up to the vase, and now I can show you that it's really in the vase. Look at
Wow.
that. And then I put the, thank you, yeah. I
Yeah.
get applause, I do more magic.
Bravo. Bravo.
Now I put the lid back on the vase. Another magic move, the ball goes from the vase down in my pocket, and look, the vase is now empty, and the ball is back in my pocket.
Bravo. Bravo.
Very first one I ever bought. And I kind of like the premise of this, but I thought, you know what, I'll bet you I could do so much more with this. So here's what I do now. Check this out. This is a real professional version of stuff. And I think somebody said they know how to do a ball through a cup. Who was that? You know how to do a ball through a cup.
She did. She said.
You do. Okay, that's what this is. It's just like a ball, but instead of one vase and one ball, see I have
the
1,
video?
2, 3 balls, and I have, instead of a vase, I have 1, 2, 3 cups. Now what I do is I put a ball on the cup like this, little magic move, and that ball goes through the cup down to the table. You see it right there?
Wow.
Yeah.
Cool, huh? Now, I can tell by the applause that only some of you like that, most of you don't. But I've got 2 more balls. I can impress you. Watch. We'll cover up this ball that we already have there. We'll take this ball, put it on the table, cover it up. Magic move. That ball goes down and joins its partner on the table. Look at that, both balls down on the table.
Wow.
But we can make it better. I still got some hangouts here that aren't believing this yet. I got a 3rd ball. Let's do it a 3rd time. We'll cover it. And just like the ball goes down, and now all 3 of them are on the table. Look at that.
Wow.
3 balls on the table. Okay, now I can make this twice as good. I'll tell you how I make it twice as good. I use twice as many balls. Instead of using 1 ball, I'm going to use 2 balls. I'll put 2 balls on the cup. Just like this, a magic move. Both balls go through the cups and you lost the ball. That's all right. I can still
Just
make it
like
twice as
video.
big, 'cause I still have 2 balls. I still have 2 balls. Here we go. Check this out. I'll put 1 ball right here. I'll put 1 ball right here. Oh, I know how I messed up. If I got 2 balls, I have to do 2 magic moves. That's what I didn't do last time. Okay, so 2 magic moves. 1, 2, both balls go through both cups, both balls down here on the table. Yeah? I like this one because check this out. Every time before, I've taken a ball, I put it on the cup, and then I put a couple at the top of it, and that ball falls straight down through the cup down to the table. But I thought, wouldn't it be cool if I could make it go sideways from here over to here?
Wow.
No, the one that was in the cup the whole time is this one right here. See this 3rd one right here? That's the cup. So now I have 3 balls back again, and I can do The one just like I did with the base and ball, where I take the ball, I put it in the pocket. Then, a magic move, it goes from the pocket up to the cup. And look once again.
Wow.
Balls on the table. Cup there, balls. Is that fun?
Yeah.
Yeah? Oh, I'll tell you what's really fun. This right here, one of the best things in my show. I'm going to show this to you later. This is so cool. You will really like this. But
It's a cool
I got to
thing.
keep
It's a
telling
cool
you how I learned magic, okay? So, I didn't make a lot of money. Remember, I went to the magic store, and I couldn't afford to buy anything except that little vase and ball. So I discovered something really unique, and you guys all know about it. It's the public library. Yeah, public library. For free, if you haven't already got one, you need to get one. You can get a library card for free. Then once you've got the magic library card, then you can get books and check them out of the library for free. Take them home, you can read them, you can have them for about a month, you gotta bring them back, but you get to learn everything in the book, and they've got a whole bunch of magic books back there. That's where I found they had books that taught me how to do magic for free. Yeah. Now that was the kind of stuff that I liked. I learned how to make things disappear. Couldn't make them reappear though, you know why? This was terrible. Somebody had taken that page, ripped it out of the book, and then took the book back to the library. But somebody did, they've been misbehaving, and it caused problems for me because I could make things disappear, couldn't make them reappear. Every time something would come up missing around the house, I was blamed for it. It didn't matter whether I made it disappear or not. I still couldn't make it reappear, so it caused so much trouble. So finally, take him down to the magic store, and I told the magician they're my problem. I said, look, I can make things reappear. And he says, yes, I can. He said, did you realize when things disappear, they're not really gone? No, I didn't realize that. I thought they were really gone. Where are they? And he's just invisibly floating in the air. I go, well, no kidding. How do you get them back? And he says, I'm glad you asked. He says, I happen to have here from last night a crystal box. And with this crystal box, you can reach up into the air and grab anything that's disappeared and make it reappear inside the box. I didn't believe him, so I said, would you show me? He says, yeah, see, now look, there's some right there that I just made disappear last week. And he says, look, they're right there.
Wow. Bravo! Bravo!
I bought the box.
Wow.
Yeah, I've had this box ever since, because now, not only can I make things disappear, but I can make them reappear.
Ooh, you got
But you don't know that
guys.
yet, do you? So let me demonstrate. Somebody said they could make a scarf disappear. Who was that? Somebody told me ahead of time they knew. You knew how to do that? It wasn't like this? Oh, okay. So here we go. I've got these two scarves. I've got this red scarf and this white scarf. I'm going to put the red scarf right here in my pocket for a minute. And I'll show you both sides of this white scarf so you know there's no hanky-panky going on. You get that? Yeah? Little pun on words. Okay, we'll put this over my hand. And we'll make a little pocket for the red scarf. And the red scarf goes inside the white scarf. Now who knows some magic words? What? That's good. Others, what's yours? That's the one I'm looking for. Hocus pocus. Because look, I'm poking it. Hocus pocus. Yeah. See, we already did the hanky-panky. Now we're going to do the hocus pocus. Do not turn yourselves around. Keep both eyes right here, okay? Watch. Get this all poked in. And then say the magic word.
Hocus pocus! Wow!
Woo!
Bravo! Bravo!
Wow! Now remember, once things disappear, they're not really gone. They're just invisibly floating here in the air. And I am so good now I have practiced magic so long. I no longer need the crystal box to get them back.
Ooh.
I can get things back using only my mouth.
Oh.
Yeah.
I like this part.
Now you see it? Right here? Look, right here. Hold it, let me get it.
Oh.
You've got it. Hmm.
Yeah.
Hmm?
Yep.
Pull it out. Pull it out.
You're right. Wow. Bravo.
Okay, so now I'm on my way to being a magician because now I can make things disappear. I can make them reappear and everybody knows that. But I still only made 25 cents a week.
Wow.
I couldn't afford just to go down and buy more magic. That box cost me everything that I had. So I'm looking around going, well now there's got to be something that I can do magic with. And I found something I'll bet you all have at your house. Playing cards.
Ooh.
You all have playing cards, right?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, check this out. This is so cool. You can do magic. Somebody here said they do magic with cards. Who was that? You do magic with cards, right? Do you do card tricks or do you do tricks with cards? Or do you know the difference? Okay, let me show you the difference. You pay attention now. I'm gonna get this lady right here to help me out. Stand up. Here, I want you to pick a card, any card at all. Go show me, let me guess.
Okay.
3 of spades.
And please introduce
Can I
yourself
get it?
because I'm live.
Show everybody else.
And this is
Okay, now that's a card trick. Let me show you how I did that. I have here the whole deck of cards inside a box. I already took the 3 of spades out. I put it on top like this, split it all back together. Now I know it's the top card and it's the only card that's coming out. So I go, here, pick a card, any card. And then I pretend to use magical powers and I go, 3 of spades, right? That's a card trick. Now I think doing tricks with cards is better than card tricks. Let me show you the difference, okay? Here, I'm going to take out the deck. We use this 3 of spades. It goes in as the top card on the deck. 3 of spades, top card right there. I'll put it in the box. And just like this. Check it out.
wow.
Oh, check a card gone! That is a trick with cards. Is that better?
Yeah, totally.
Okay, now I can get it back, but I'm going to teach you another way to get things back. All we have to do is use our back pocket. Look at this. No. I think we have to use a crystal box. Look, right over here.
Oh.
I haven't even been over here. Look right here.
Wow.
Wow.
Inside that box, it has already caught the deck of cards. And what was the top card?
3 of spades.
3 of spades.
Bravo. Bravo.
Bravo, 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 huh?
Yep, and it's a good manner to use at a magic show.
Now I'll tell you, some of you guys in the back might have a hard time with this. Check this out. If I take these cards, stand them out, can you see all those cards and what numbers they are and everything? Is
Yep.
it easy to see or hard to see? Kind of hard, isn't it? So when I have a big audience like this, what I like to use is a big deck of cards. This is look at this. But is that
That's
much
a lot
easier to see?
easier.
Way back there? Yeah. So I like using the big deck, but I need an assistant to help me out with a magic trick. Yeah, Gracie, you want to do it?
Sure. Azsherai,
Okay,
can you
come
get
on,
this
man.
continued live?
Okay, now Gracie, I have 2 different size decks here. I have the small regular deck and I have the big jumbo show deck. Which deck would you like to use?
Small one.
Very good. Stick these right here. this will be my deck to use. The one that's left over
The big card.
is yours. Now, Gracie, I'm going to go through these cards. Anywhere you want me to stop, you just say stop.
Okay, stop.
Right there. Now, I don't want to see the card you stop me at. You take it, you look at it, show everybody else, and nobody tell me anything. Nobody tell me anything at all about what card that is. Now, Gracie, because you said you wanted me to use the small deck,
Yep.
I'm going to take the small deck, I'm going to fan this out. And what I'd like you to do is bury your card anywhere you'd like in that deck so I can't find it. There you go. Now, my job as a magician is to find Gracie's card. If I kept it spread out like that, it would be easier. So I'm going to square up the deck. So now I know it's in the middle, but I don't know where in the middle. And my job, Gracie, is to find your card.
All right.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
You folks ready?
And are you folks on YouTube ready? The ones that are commenting.
Here we go. On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Gracie, did I find your card? I did? Yeah, King of Heart, King of Heart. I found Gracie's card. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
This is one of my biggest fans. Gracie first saw me when I was 12 years old. She is now 17. And she started the Kipp fan club here in Meridian on Facebook, didn't you?
Yep, and
Yeah.
then I heard that you did a Treasure Valley
How many
Club.
of your friends did you bring here today to see the show?
I brought Azsherai today,
Yeah?
and she has heard of you, and she just met you before the show.
See, she brings people out to the show.
And I took people of them.
Cards are pretty cool. And I'm going to use the big jumbo cards because you can do more than just card tricks and tricks with cards. There's something else you can do called mentalism. And mentalism is pretty easy. Mentalism is using the mind, the power of the mind. And a lot of people think that's hard, but I'm going to tell you it's relatively easy. I'm going to demonstrate with you, ma'am, right there. Yeah, you can stay right there. You know what? You know what playing cards are, right? Okay, now what I've done is I've put 4 of those big jumbo playing cards in here. They're all queens. You know the different suits in the cards? You have clubs and spades, hearts and diamonds. You know about those? Okay, so I've got 1 queen from each suit in here. One of them I have turned around to where it's facing you. The others are facing me. I know which one that is. You don't. You're going to have to read my mind. That's what mentalism is. You're going to read my mind. Okay? And tell me which queen is facing you. Read my mind. Is it the queen of clubs, spades, hearts, or diamonds? Read my mind. Queen of spades?
Heart.
Okay. Well,
Your book, kid.
and she says spades. Let's find out how she did.
Wow! Bravo! Bravo!
Good job. Good job. So you can do so much with cards. But this is one of the coolest things in my show. And I'm going to show this to you in just a little bit, okay? This is cool. Huh? Yeah, this is cool. This is cool. But this is also cool. Inside this box, you all saw my pet, Abby Cadabby. Inside here is my other pet. This is Jasper, my pet ghost. Yeah. You see him in there?
He's invisible.
That's right. Ghosts are invisible. You can't see him in there. But I've had him ever since Halloween. And I've learned some really cool things about Jasper. Check this out. When I open this up to get the cards out, Jasper stays in the box. And he still does. And I know why he stays in there. You see, Jasper is kind of a shy ghost. And being shy, he'll stay in the box. But I figured out how to get him out. check this out. All I have to do is take the cloth, cover him back up again, and when I cover him up, then Jasper can't see you. So he thinks you can't see him. And if you call his name, he may just come out. Can you say, Jasper, come out?
Jasper, come out! Aww.
We'll call him louder. Say, Jasper, come out!
Jasper, come out!
Whoa! You guys want to see Jasper?
Okay.
Oh no! Ah! I forgot he's invisible. Okay, I can't see him now. Jasper, come back!
Jasper, come back!
Whoa! Jasper, come back! Yeah! No, come back! Get in your box. No, in your box. Okay. Jasper is not as well behaved as Abby, so I'm going to put him away right now. Can everybody say goodbye, Jasper?
Bye, Jasper!
But I'll tell you why I really like Jasper. Jasper taught me a very cool magic trick. Check this out, folks. This is what Jasper taught me. Now, you need to be quiet because this takes a little bit of concentration. Everybody, keep it quiet just a minute. And let's see if I can make this work the way Jasper taught me. Here we go. Go sit down. Oh, look at this, look at this. There's something in this box. Oh, that's just a rose.
Oh,
Look,
nice.
the box is not attached. It just floats there. Whoa!
Why, you're a kid?
Whoa, is that pretty cool?
Yeah! Bravo! Bravo!
Yeah, Jasper taught me that, and I thought, oh, that's so clever. So I keep Jasper around because he's pretty cool for that reason. But wait, I was telling you more about how I learned magic. I wanted to show you this, which is really cool, but I'll get to it, I promise. I'm still telling you how I learned magic. There was some, I was looking around the house for cheap stuff that didn't cost me a whole lot. And remember I told you I went to the library and I was reading books. Well, at 5, I was still into picture books. So one of the picture books that I used to read, there was this picture book. Don't peel up the tape there, leave that on the ground. So one of the picture books, it had this kid from India, and he had a turban on his head, and right next to him was a wicker basket, and in this wicker basket was a rope. And he'd play this flute, and when he'd play the flute, the rope would stand up straight up out of the wicker basket. And I thought, now wouldn't it be cool if I could make a stiff rope like that kid? So I found some rope around the house, and I started playing with the idea, and I tried several ideas. I said, look, stiff rope! Huh? Nobody's applauding. I'll bet you would applaud more if I could let go of the end and it would be stiff, right? Here we go. Stiff rope!
It was levitating. It's
Oh, you
levitating.
thought I was going to let go of this end? Okay, here we go. Stiff rope!
It's still levitating a little.
It would be harder if I did it sideways. Stiff rope! Huh? Well, if I took off my hands, it would fall to the ground. But I tried everything I could think of to make a stiff rope. Could not figure out a way to make it happen. I was thinking there's got to be something that I can do with ropes that would look magical. So I kept looking around the house, I finally found some more ropes. And I said, ooh, check this out. 3 ropes. Sir, check this out. Here, sir, you check that one out. And, ma'am, you check that one out. Now make sure that those ropes do not stretch. They do not come apart. These are not trick ropes. There's no magnets. There's no strings. No, just ropes, huh? There you go. There you go. Whoa! Very good throws. We need to get a baseball team put together. We'll call them logistics. Okay, 3 ropes, but look at this, they're different sizes, aren't they?
Yeah.
What size is this rope here? No, this is the big rope. Yeah, no, trust me, that's the big rope. What size is this one here? Bigger. Yeah, because see, it's bigger than, this is my big and this one's bigger, so this is my bigger rope.
Don't forget to
What
tag
size is this one
in
here?
the comments.
No, this is bigger than my bigger. You see, this is my bigger, and this one's bigger than my bigger. But somebody said biggest, we'll get to that, I promise. But right now, I want to do a little test. If I have 3 ropes that are different sizes, how many ends would I have? 6, very good. Does somebody want to count just to make sure I'm not doing anything strange? You want to count them? Very good. Okay, it's been verified. I have 6 ends. Now think about this. If I have 3 ropes that are different sizes with 6 ends, are the ends different lengths? Or are they the same length? No. The ends are the same length. It's the ropes that are different lengths. Remember, we had the big, bigger, bigger than bigger. The ends are the same length, and that's very important to have that distinction. Because look, if I take 3 same length ends, apply it to my 3 different length ropes, I now have 3 same length ropes because they all have same length ends.
Bravo! Bravo!
Look at this. That's 1, 2, 3 ropes, all the same length.
Bravo! Bravo!
But I told you we'd get to the biggest rope. Here's how we do that. We take these 3 same length ropes, we tie them all together, and this is going to make what? Our biggest rope. Thank you for paying attention. There you have it, the biggest rope. But you notice that I tied 2 different kinds of knots in this. No?
Yes.
This is called a granny knot. My granny taught me that. This here is called a slip knot. I learned this from the Boy Scouts. And I learned that slip knots are really important because look, with a slip knot you can actually slip it down the rope like that.
Oh,
That
wow.
looks cool, doesn't it?
Yeah. Bravo! Bravo!
It's not why I did it though. I didn't do it because it looks cool. The reason I did it, you remember when I first started, I didn't have the biggest rope, did I? I didn't have 3 same size ropes, did I? Now when I started, I had the big rope on this end. Check that out, sort of making sure nothing funny about that. Down here on this end, I had the bigger rope, right? And in the middle, the bigger than bigger rope. And look at that, 3 ropes, 3 different sizes that are not gimmick. They do not stretch. They do not come apart.
Bravo! Bravo!
Thank you. Oh, thank you.
Get ready.
Oh, thank you. Okay, so ropes. I thought ropes were really, really cool. So let me tell you another story. You remember when I said I went to the magic store? Remember? And I looked around and everything was really, really expensive. There was one thing that really caught my eye. I really liked it. It was hanging up on the wall over here.
Ooh.
It was called the Ancient Chinese Linking Rings. Who's ever heard of that? Raise your hand. You've heard that? Okay, for those of you who haven't, let me tell you what it is. It's a really cool thing made out of metal. Big rings, shiny metal rings. And they're individuals, but you can link them together and you can unlink them, and it's just an amazing magic trick. And I saw it, and it just, I wanted it so bad, and I asked the guy, I said, well, how much is that? And he said, $150. I was only making 25 cents a week. I knew I'd never owned the ancient Chinese linking rings, but I was so intrigued with it. I really wanted to do it, so I thought, well, wait a minute. What if I could make my own Chinese linking rings, but I'll make them out of rope? Well, that was an idea. So I got some rope, and I tested out my idea. I took the ends, tied them together, and lo and behold, look what I made.
Ooh.
A ring out of rope. So I'm on to something. Because I need more than one ring, I went ahead and took another rope, tied its ends
And a lot of
together,
people are
and this
watching.
made me another ring out of rope. One more rope, I tied its ends together, and this gave me 3 rings made out of rope. Now, for those of you who do not know how the ancient Chinese linking rings works, let me demonstrate. The basic premise is this. You take one ring and you actually link it up to the other ring like that.
Ooh.
Okay, and then you take another ring, you link it all up, and you get to where all the rings are linked. Just like that.
Wow.
Cool, huh?
Yeah.
But that's only half the magic trick. The other half is once you get them linked, then you also have to be able to get like this, and like that, and like that.
Bravo! Bravo! Okay, now he's upset.
Now, although it was cool, I was able to make a Chinese linking ring out of rope. That was clever, but it didn't satisfy. And you know why? It didn't shine like the metal ones. I like the way that they shine in the sunlight and they sparkled, and it was so magical. And these were flat and dull, and they did a cool magic trick, but they didn't shine and they had no bling. And I wanted the bling. So you kids don't know this, but when I was growing up, we didn't have the internet. It wasn't around. What we had was mail order catalogs.
Wow.
Yeah, if there was something we couldn't afford at the store or couldn't find at the store, you could get a mail order catalog and you could find it. Now, it took forever for it to get to your house, but you could get it out of a mail order catalog. And I found ancient Chinese linking rings in a mail order catalog, and they only wanted 1/3 of the price of the one at the magic store, $50.
Wow.
I thought, oh, really cool. That was still a lot of money. So I asked my dad, I said, Dad, would you get me that for my birthday? I said, look, I'll do anything. I'll do more chores around the house. I'll help Mom do the dishes. I'll clean the toilet. I'll help you mow the lawn. Anything. Just get me that for my birthday. And he did. He did. Surprised me. I think it's because I used the word please.
Yeah, totally.
But 7 weeks after my birthday, it shows up. My
Wow.
first metal linking ring. And this is the way it looked in the catalog. When I got it out, it looked like that. I'm going, oh, that looks kind of flimsy. That's not exactly what I was banking for. And they only sent me one ring. My first lesson in marketing. How do you link one ring to a soap? You don't. That's why it was so cheap, because they sell them by the ring. So I paid $50 for one ring. If I want another ring, it's another $50. Another ring, another $50. I didn't buy them. You know why? Because I found out it was not even a Chinese linking ring. This was a square.
Wow. Bravo! Bravo!
Didn't want the Chinese linking squares. I wanted the rings. Now, I was at a birthday party, and I saw this magician who did something really cool. Forever changed my life. It was cool, but not as cool as this. And this I'm going to show you in just a little bit. But what he did was so cool. I'll show you. Look at this. He had 50, 100, 150, 200, 250, $300. This magician was able to take out of this, and he was able to spend 50, 100, $150, and when he was done, he still had 50, 100, 150, 200, 250, $300.
Wow. Bravo! Bravo!
I could not wait for that birthday party to get done. As soon as I got done, I went running down to the magic store, and I told the magician, I said, I just saw this magician do this coolest magic trick, and I didn't have this, so I had to just explain it to him. I said, the magician had 50, 100, 150, 200, 250, $300. He was able to take out of there and throw away 50, 100, $150, and when he was done, he had 50, 100, 150, 200, 250, $300. Do you have that magic trick? He says, well, let me get this straight. He says, what you're telling me is the magician had 50, 100, 150, 200, 250, $300, and he was able to spend 50, 100, $150, and when he was done, he had 50, 100, 150, 200, 250, $300 left. I said, that's it! Do you have it? And he says, yes, we have that. Oh, good. How much is it? He goes, $150. Oh, thinking on my feet. I was so proud of myself for this one. I said, Mr. Magician, would you be so kind as to give me the magic trick first and then let me pay you for it? He says, kid, I like the way you think. And just because you were brave enough to ask, he says, I will do that. So he reaches under the counter, he grabs the magic trick, I check it. I've got 50, 100, 150, 200, 250, $300. He said it was $150, so I paid him 50, 100, $150. I double checked, I had 50, 100, 150, 200, 250, $300 left. And now I said, now, what I really is that up there, the ancient Chinese linking rings. And I know the last time I was in here, you told me they were $150. So while he climbed up to get them, I peeled off 50, 100, $150. I checked, I still had 50, 100, 150, 200, $300 left. But more importantly, I had the professional version of the ancient Chinese linking rings.
Bravo! Bravo!
Victory was mine. And he said, now, you have to do me a favor though. He said, you have to promise to teach somebody how to do this magic trick. What? I said, everything I read says we're not supposed to give away the secrets. He goes, well, yeah, that's true. But he says, we also have to teach the next generation how to do these, or if we don't, magic will just die with us. Okay, well, that makes sense. So I said, I'll make that promise. I'd like to fulfill that promise here today. There's got to be somebody in the audience who's wanted to be a magician all their life and would like to learn how to do the ancient Chinese linking rings. Yeah, I've got my eye on you. What? Come on up. What is your name? Henry. Come on up here, Henry. Everybody, let's give Henry a round of applause.
And Henry, you are live on Gracie Ring Ring's channel.
Right? And what kind of magic is it, you know? Making a handkerchief disappear. Henry is now about ready to advance his career by learning the ancient Chinese linking rings. Are you excited? All right. Now, Henry, I have here 1, 2, 3, 4 steel rings. Are you ready? Let me demonstrate. Were you watching with the ropes? Okay, so the basic idea is this. You take the rings, you rub them together, and they link up like that. That's only half the magic trick, Henry. Once you get them linked up, you have to rub them apart like that, link and unlink. Okay? Got it? I'm going to teach you several ways to do this. Henry, take that ring, examine it all the way around. Tell me, do you see any holes in that ring anywhere? None? Henry, what about this hole right here? I know, it's a big hole. A lot of people miss it. See, it's further apart than your eyes are. It just fits clear over your head. But that's all right. It wouldn't work without that hole. But that's the only hole you find, right? Good enough. We need it. Okay, so Henry, stand right here. Hold your ring out like this. Face me. Forearm out. Forearm extend. There we go. Now put your other arm out like this, your other hand. Now this is called the slam link, Henry. I'm going to take my ring, I'm going to slam it against yours, and when I do, they'll link up. That's why it's called the slam link. Okay? We'll do this on the count of 3, 2, 1.
Bravo! Bravo!
Wow, huh? Okay, now remember, that's only half the illusion. The other half is you have to get it unlinked. I'm going to show you a different way to do that, too. This one here I call the kiss. Okay? I don't want you to put it on. Okay, Henry, turn around, face the audience. Put one arm out like this. Hold this. Hold on to those 2 rings. Now we're going to do this together. Don't do it until we do it together. But I'm going to tell you what we're going to do. This is called the drop link. In the drop link, you're going to take one ring and you're going to drop it and let it fall, but you're going to hold on to the other one. Okay? So the one that you drop is going to come down and run into the one that you're still holding on to. And when it does, it'll link more thing at exactly the same time. It's going to make the one that you're holding on to feel twice as heavy. It's going to try to yank it out of your hand. Don't let it yank it out of your hand, okay? Let's give this a try. On the count of 3. 1,
1, 2, 3. Bravo! Bravo!
Okay, Henry, hold on.
It's okay,
You got a
Henry.
little bit of applause, but I think you can do better. I'll teach you a magician's trick. You want better applause? If you take this bottom ring and you spin it real fast, hold on to the top ring like that. And this bottom one, you spin it real fast. When you spin it, this audience will applaud louder than they did before. Go ahead, spin it.
Bravo! Bravo!
I think we can even do better than that. If you spin it really, really fast, not only will they applaud, they're going to hoot, they're going to holler, stomp their feet. I mean, they're going to make a lot of noise. But you got to spin it real fast, okay? Ready? Go. Doesn't that feel good? You see how I like the applause? Okay, so Henry, tap the trick, get the link. Now you got to get it on link. Now here's another one. I kind of like this. I call it the dance. The reason I call it the dance is because it's like 2 ballet dancers. Okay, and as the ballet dancers just pirouette around each other, it comes undone like this. Will you watch it? Trying to teach you. Okay, you use any method you like. Get them unlinked. I'll teach you the 4th and final way to link the ring. It's called the long distance link, where you put one way up high. So get it unlinked again. Get one.
Oh, Henry.
Down on your hand like that. It links up.
Henry, you don't know how to do that. You don't know how to do that, Henry.
Got it. Let's give a round of applause.
Bravo! Bravo!
Now you know how to make it
And
disappear, and you know how to do the ancient Chinese linking ring. We might be seeing Henry over here doing a magic show next year. Let's give him a big round of applause. Thanks, Henry.
Thank you for joining Gracie Ring Rings channel, Henry.
Did I tell you about this?
Yes.
Funny thing in my show, but I got something. I got to do this right now. I'm sorry. We've got union rules. We have union rules. We go so. And we have to stop and take a break. I'm going to take a lunch break and have some pizza. Who likes pizza? Oh. I'll tell you what, I'll share this pizza with you then, if you can tell me where
Ooh.
the pizza is. This right here?
No.
It's on me
I
though.
think it's over here. Where is it now? On this side? I already showed you that side, didn't I? What? You said it's over here now?
Oh my
So
God.
when I do this, you say it rolls and it goes from here over to here?
Bravo! Bravo!
No. See, the pizza has been right here.
Wow! Bravo! Bravo!
I'll tell you what, let's not eat it because it's plastic.
Yeah.
I think I'll even break my own union rules and not eat the pizza right now, okay? Let's just put this away. I do have something that I want to do for the adults. I need a woman who has a ring that she can still get off of her finger. Anybody? And I don't want a simple just band that can be duplicated real easy. If it had like a stone or a unique design, you've got one? And it comes off? Oh, bring it on up here, okay?
And you're live, ma'am.
Oh, nice. Oh, let me guess. Wedding ring.
Yeah.
And engagement ring tied together.
Yeah.
Ha-ha! Look, oh, that's beautiful, isn't it? One day maybe you'll have one of those.
When you're in the
So that's,
20s.
got a big stone of solitaire and then
Yeah.
2, 4, 6, 8 little stones around the outside. And I am going to just guess that that has more value than just the silver and the stones that it's made out of. Yeah. I'm sorry, what is your name? Liz?
Welcome to Gracie Ring Rings channel, Liz.
Have we ever met before, Liz? No. Total strangers, huh? Liz, why would you trust a total stranger with a ring this valuable? It is a good question. Well, it kind of begs a good answer. Don't do it, Liz. Don't do it. No, there's got to be somebody in this audience you trust more than me with this ring. Who? Your daughter. Come on up here.
And
What is your name? Olivia.
Olivia, you are live on Gracie Ringreid's channel.
Olivia, you get to stand right there. Now let me go get a scarf. Because I want you to be in charge of your mother's ring. Okay? You see it? Okay, we're going to put it under here. Everybody see Mom's ring right there?
All right.
Okay, going to cover this up. Olivia, pinch it right there. Hold it up nice and high. Say, I have my mom's ring. No, tell everybody loud.
I have my mom's ring.
Now, Mom, I have something for you. Just in case anything happens, this is a insurance policy. Nice, isn't it? Heavier than your ring, isn't it? Made out of metal, just like your ring. But it's an insurance policy. It's worth at least the value, if not more than the value of your ring. Everybody paying attention now?
Yep.
Elizabeth? No. Olivia. Okay, everybody paying attention now? Liz has the insurance policy, and over here, Olivia has the ring. Ring, insurance policy. Everybody with it so far?
Yep.
Okay, Olivia, give me the ring.
Oh, she disappeared.
Oh no, I just took the scarf. Where's the ring?
Check the box.
What, you think the ring is in the box?
Yeah. Oh, and I see a kid
Wait,
throwing a
Think about
ring.
this logically. Olivia was way over here holding the ring. Liz is way over here holding the box, and that box is sealed two ways. How could the ring possibly go from here to a sealed box?
Yeah,
Very
magic.
good.
That
That would
kid.
be magic, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Now, I'm not saying it really is in the box. Matter of fact, I'm going to say you're wrong. But Liz, let's find out. Everybody seems to think that it's in the box. Come back over here behind the table. Please take the rubber bands off that box. Put the rubber bands in my hand. Open up the box and pour the contents of the box out into my hand. No, into your hand. Show everybody inside that box is not a ring. Not a ring.
It's in
No,
the
that's
box again.
another box. That's with rubber bands. Two ways. Take the rubber bands off. Place them in my hand. Open up the box. Pour the contents of the box out into your hand. Show everybody inside that box. Third box wrapped with rubber bands. Two ways. Liz, take the rubber bands off the box, place them in my hand, open up the box, pour the contents of the box out in your hand, show everybody inside that box.
Another box.
Another box wrapped with, like 4 boxes now, right? Wrapped with rubber bands, each one of them individually sealed. Take the rubber bands off, place them in my hand, open up the box, pour the contents of the box out in your hand, show everybody inside that box is.
Oh, another box.
Fifth box wrapped with rubber bands, 2 ways. Take the rubber bands off, place them in my hand, open up the box, pour the contents of the box out into your hand, show everybody inside that box. What?
I hear you.
You ready?
Bravo! Bravo!
Olivia, you're out of trouble now. Thank you. You're out of trouble. You don't need to do any timeout. Liz, thank you for being so very brave with your ring. Amazing? That's amazing. Is that amazing? All right. But not as amazing as the most amazing thing in my magic show. Who wants to see it? Yeah?
We want to.
I want to help.
This is it.
The
What does
cloak.
this look like to you?
Curtain.
A what?
Apron.
Okay.
I know what it is.
No.
An apron.
What? Something from Harry Potter. Yes. What?
Poncho.
No, not a poncho. Huh? The invisibility cloak from Harry Potter.
Yes.
I know it is because look, it's
What
camouflage.
fan?
You cannot see it.
Yes,
No, back behind the line. Now look, once I put this on, just like in Harry Potter, I will become totally, completely, 100% invisible. You will not see me. You will not see what I am doing. But I need 2 people to help prove it. I'm going to use you. Yeah? I want you to stand right there. You helped me last year, didn't you?
No, that was me.
Look
I need
at
you.
I didn't help.
Oh, that's right. Wait a minute.
I didn't.
That's right. And I told you I'd use you, didn't I? Come on up here. I'm sorry. I told her before the show that I'd use her, but watch this. Watch this. Come. Lead poo right
I
down there.
can watch it if you'd like.
Okay, come over here. Come over here. Now, what is your name? Helen.
Welcome to Gracie
Yeah,
Ring
you're
Ring's
Gracie
channel, Ella.
Is it Helen?
Helen.
Helen. Welcome
Helen
to Gracie
with a
Ring
G or
Ring's
an
channel,
H?
With
Helen.
an H.
With an H. Okay, Helen. And your name is? Who?
Gage.
Gage.
Welcome to Gracie
Yeah?
Ring Ring's channel,
Is that with a G
Gage.
or an H? A G. Well, we have Gage over here. We have Helen over here. Something to help prove that the cloak really works. Something else from Harry Potter. Golden snitches.
Oh, yeah.
Used in the game of Quidditch. If you catch a golden snitch, doesn't matter what the score is, you win the game. Look at this. I've got a lot of golden snitches. I am the Quidditch king. Okay. And take 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Golden snitches. Gage, open up your hand. Close it tightly around those golden snitches. Now put this hand over this hand. Now no matter what you hear, see, or feel, or think you hear, see, or feel, do not let me get to those golden snitches, okay? And you have to stay standing right there. All right? How many golden snitches does Gage have?
5.
Very good.
Very
Here we have
good.
1, 2, 3, 4,
Yep.
5. Golden snitches. Helen, hold out your hand. Close it tightly around there. Put this hand over this hand. Now, no matter what you hear, see, or feel, or think you hear, see, or feel, do not let me get to those golden snitches, all right? And you have to stay standing right there. How many golden snitches does Helen have?
5.
5.
How many golden snitches does Gage have?
5. All right, here goes the cloak of invisibility.
The cloak of invisibility.
I just.
Now, I told you, once I put this on, you will not see me, you will not see what I am doing. I will become totally, completely, 100% invisible.
No, you won't.
Oh, yes, I will.
Oh, I could remember from last year.
Are you ready?
We're ready for the trick.
Okay. It is time for the cloak of invisibility.
Oh, it's getting the mic.
You're not invisible, I see you.
Those kids. They're just so smart.
No.
The kids are so smart. Oh, you're over. Oh,
What?
okay.
I'm back.
Yeah, those kids are very smart, you know.
Impossible. I told you this is the cloak of invisibility from Harry Potter. And I told you when I put this on, you would not see me, you would not see what I was doing. So let me tell you what I
We
did.
saw everything you did.
I actually took 2 golden snitches out of Gage's hand and I put them in Helen's hand. Helen, keep your hands closed. Gage, take your left hand away. Reach in, pull out 1 golden snitch and hand it to me so everybody can see it. There's 1. Pull out another. 2.
Oh my gosh, you really took 2?
3. In Gage's hand. They're all gone, aren't they?
But you don't find more at home.
Squeeze them down a little tight, and then take your left hand away. Reach in, pull one out, hand it to me. There's 1, 2, 3, 4,
Oh.
5, 6, 7 golden snitches and Helen.
Bravo! Bravo!
To the cloak of invisibility. Let's give Gage a big round of applause. Thank you, Gage. You can go sit down. Let's give Helen a big round of applause. Helen, you can go sit down. Who's waiting for you? Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Kipp Sherry. Thanks for coming out.